Morning everyone, welcome to a new update of the crypto markets with me, Crypto Michael, as I'm providing daily market updates and some other content on the cryptocurrency markets. And today we're going to discuss the insane move of Bitcoin and what levels to watch and what's next for the entire markets to expect. Before we're going to continue, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and to follow me on Instagram, as my target for this year is to be having 100k subscribers on YouTube, and we're actually doing really well in this year already, close to 20k subscribers, which is amazing. So we just witnessed a FOMO run on Bitcoin. Actually also anticipated that with the amount of messages that we're getting, everyone in this market, the amount of new people FOMOing into the market at this point is incredible. Welcome to everyone. But what to expect from the markets from this point? Just going through the levels, we do know that we've got this massive weekly level. The ultimate bottom of a correction, what we want to see is that previous all-time high test. I'm not saying that we're going to see that. I'm not expecting it at this point yet. But if we're going to get that standard 30 to 40% correction, that's the level that is going to be the ultimate bottom, which is confluent with the 21-week MA most likely coming through in that area once we start to correct. So this one is also going vertical as the price is going vertical. The 21 weekly MA is most likely going to be somewhere in this range in the period of the coming 4 to 5 weeks. So that's definitely something to watch, as the 21-week MA has always been providing support in the previous cycle. And as we see, we're currently a bit too overextended towards the upside. It is not unlikely that the 21-weekly MA and the price are going to kiss each other in the next months before we're going to continue. Where they are going to do that is still up for speculation. So weekly level we do know. The 3-day level that I'm also watching we can add is the 24k zone. So that's an additional level. The daily time frame that I'm looking at is the range around 27k, and that's currently where we have been bouncing on. So these three levels are the higher time frame levels that I'm watching, and that are most likely being used for buying the dips if you are still entering. And still a conclusion is to not be buying something random. Always define levels, place limit buys, and have a plan when you're trading. When we go to the 1 hour time frame, we can see that we've got some massive wicks during the weekend. That's mostly influenced by the euro-dollar pair, or the shortage of euros, which was causing the euro-dollar pair to go crazy on the Binance exchange. And given that, we actually did see the Bitcoin pair jump around a lot. What do we see here? We do see here that we had a vertical run during the weekend, retest of the level, and another rally towards a new all-time high around 35k. Broke south, after which we got a bearish support resistance flip of the 34k level, lower time frames, after which the price started to accelerate downwards, got a heavy wick, but the overall conclusion is that we held this range low. So this area here is support and range low. Bounce up, immediate rejection at previous support, clear rejection here at 32.2. Another test of lower time frame, so you have to zoom in to get actually confirmation of this 30.6k level. Another run up towards the upper part of the resistance and the next area, and usually when you see a breakout above the previous high, 32.2 in this case, you want to see it flip for support to have confirmation. In this case we did not see that flip for support, so it's actually a take for liquidity, and it's then usually you can see the price drop down towards the other side of the range, and in this case that's the side around 30k. So based on this we can define clear ranges. We can actually assume, okay, we've got those ranges here, we can actually anticipate on these behavior, and we can start sharing stuff. So what do we have is, we do have lower highs, we do have lower lows on the lower time frame. We do have multiple tests of this support at 29.9k. We do have a clear resistance zone at 32.3 to 32.8. So what do we want to have bullish confirmation is a breaker above 32.3. First of all, we'd have to hold 30k for support. And then second, we have to break through 32.3 to 32.8 to actually have continuation upwards and to start targeting the areas around 38 and possibly even 42.5. So the critical levels that we are watching is this range on the upside that has to break, and on the downside it's 29.9. If we get a further move up towards the range, towards 32.1, start to reject there again and come down to support, that is going to be a bearish breaker, and then most likely we're going to fall through this support, as this support will receive its fourth test. And the more often the support gets tested, the more likely it's going to have a breakdown, as it's not particularly strong to have so many support tests at this level for Bitcoin. So if we break through 30k, obviously the next level to watch is 27.7 or even 24k are support zones to watch. So that's on the lower time frame for Bitcoin at this point. Higher time frame, any of these corrections are massive buying the dip opportunities. Even the 30k level could be one, depending on your investment horizon. And definitely Bitcoin is in a massive uptrend, so everything is great, but you have to stay on the ground with your perspectives on the market. And I already see people on Twitter only expecting the prices to go up even more from here without any correction because of institutional money. Markets behave in cycles and corrections occur regardless of whatever news there is. So even in the run of Tesla, you can see, and I can actually put it up here, you can actually see that in the run of Tesla there were multiple corrections, or at least minimal corrections, before the price continued to run. So any of these corrections are here, actually the big one in March, any of these corrections are interesting moments to step into the markets. So you can see that during this run we actually tested the previous level for support, and then we started to continue. Tesla might even be close to a top if I see this chart here. So that's something also to watch. If the dollar is going to bounce up out of nowhere, that's something that we should be watching to see that Bitcoin most likely is going to correct, as that inverse correlation is still standing on higher time frames. Ethereum, somewhat the same view. We do have this range construction. We have the range high, which got a retest here after testing support on the 4 hour. I've shared this chart yesterday. Flip of the level at $980. If the price of ETH is going to reject at 1050, or it's going to reject in this range again, we're making another lower high, and then most likely going to fall through towards $900. If that is lost with Bitcoin showing weakness, 750 is next. If 11 breaks, we're going to see a new all-time high, but at this point we clearly reject at the range resistance. In this conclusion actually, if we get towards the range resistance again, so for instance we run towards range resistance, flip 1060 and consolidate, this is going to be the fourth test of the resistance, and then most likely we will be seeing a new all-time high for Ethereum in the near future. In general, Ethereum Bitcoin pair has bottomed out, as we have seen that we make another higher low, higher low, higher low. This construction is just there. Currently we are in resistance, however, through which it would not be bad to have some tests of support at 0.28 and 0.26. If that happens, we most likely are going to see a consolidation period, and then the next run will bring us towards 0.56 Satoshi for Ethereum. So market is doing well, however it's a bit overextended on the majority lower time frames. We are in a range, you know which levels to watch at this point, and I wish you a wonderful day, and I'll be back tomorrow with my Ethereum price prediction for 2021.